Stuxi Design is a relatively new company. We've been in existence a little bit over 2 years now. We got together and formed Stuxi Design because between us we felt that there was something in the marketplace that was just missing the mark to some extent, that there are lots of great designers out there in the world, there are lots of great documenters out there in the world, but somewhere between the great ideas and getting things built, there's something that misses, and that's where we really saw that our place in the market could be, and that has become the focus of what we do.
The first job we're going to talk about is a residence that we designed for a major client of ours. It was one of the first jobs that we did for him, and he came in with a predetermined floor plan that, upon long discussions with his wife, we weren't allowed to alter in any capacity. But in his experience, he was unable to come up with a roof that really responded to what he was looking for. So our brief on the job was to design a roof specifically that accentuated what he was trying to achieve with the building, and also utilise the materials that he had at his disposal, which was, he had a structural steel company and some access to extensive range of materials. So we used the software to produce a roof that was one that I'd fairly safely say would not have been able to be conceived using two-dimensional software. We worked on a series of extruded roofs that curled up and over the building and towards the view corridors, and used Revit's ability to cut these extruded roofs to follow the line of support and create a sculptural roof that sold to the client extremely well. And we were then able to document parametrically and control the way these roofs were actually structured and built, to take it from what was a really pretty basic sculptural idea through to a really buildable form. One of the good things about the program we used in terms of Revit was the speed at which we could present the client the idea that we'd conceived for the roof. I mean, clients don't always like what you produce first time, and with the speed of the delivery, we were able to show him quite quickly what we had produced and proposed, and he was then able to pass it on to the people he needed to show. Because of some people struggle to visualise these things, and the program allowed us to supply that information to the client very quickly. We can talk about the program's ability to help us help us to design at a different level that we weren't able to do before. We were able to conceive ideas and document ideas and play out ideas that previously would have done your head in. Like, for example, the way in which the roofs on the George residence tie together in terms of their depth, with roofs that curve away, in two directions. To try and project that in a 2D program would have been an intensely cumbersome sort of idea. So Revit gives us the ability to follow through on designs, in terms of how they identifying issues and identifying areas where there'd be a conflict. It also sort of expedites our documentation process. The parametric ability really does cut down on user error in terms of transition of changes through different documents. Previously, a change that may have taken 2 hours to go through every single drawing, and find each time it occurs, really comes down in time because that user error is just removed.
If I just talk generally, I suppose one of the biggest advantages that I see with Revit is its ability to quickly get an idea in front of a client, to be able to review the form of the building, to be able to look at the building as it's going to be seen by the public, not in a flat, plain elevational view. More and more people are becoming interested in what can we do to make our building function better, more efficiently. How do we cut down energy usage? And again, it's a very valuable tool to us as designers to be able to have a look at the building, and it takes a matter of seconds to look at when does the sun start coming in these windows, what time of the day, what time of the year, when is this wall in shade. And again, it's something that is really, really important in just refining the building envelope so that we can see and we can demonstrate to both clients and councils how the building is likely to perform.